All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
How y'all feeling?
Good.
You ready for the new module?
Yes.
All right, all right. Do me a favor. In the new books, turn to page. It's Roman numerals. Roman numeral 7. That's gonna be XII. XII. Should see unit 1.
Okay, I see.
Okay. Who's not there? It's a green page. It's gonna say contents up top. Unit 1. At the bottom, it's gonna say Roman numeral 7. XII. All right. Somebody tell me what's unit 1. The topic about unit 1.
The history of life on Earth.
The history of life on Earth. That's where we're gonna start at. This quarter we're gonna go pretty fast. Um, in this unit, we're gonna talk about fossils, the changes in life on Earth, and ancestry. How about unit 2? Anybody? Go ahead. Mhm.
Evolution.
Evolution. We're gonna talk about evolution, natural selection, change in traits, and extinction. Turn the page for me. How about unit 3?
Human influence on inheritance.
We're gonna talk about human influence on inheritance. So we're gonna talk about artificial selection. We're also gonna talk about genetic engineering. Um, for today, we're gonna just have an introduction into the history of life on Earth. What we're gonna do, we're gonna talk about fossils for lesson 1. Our objective is up here. Everybody, can we have our eyes up here? Um, anybody read this for me?
Objectives. I will be able to identify different types of fossils, use
Hang
descriptions,
on.
and
Slow down. Slow down. Go ahead. Start over. Slow down. It's not a race.
fossils.
You don't have to be nervous.
Objective. I will be able to identify different types of fossils, using descriptions, and explain how fossils tell us about the past.
All right. So we're gonna be looking at different types of fossils. What I'm looking for today, we're gonna just briefly go over it. We're gonna go over it again. We're just doing an overview today, but we're gonna go over the different types of fossils. I'm not expecting you to memorize everything, but more so, I need for you to be able to identify it. So if I have a category and I say, well, what does this look like? You'll be able to tell me, okay? Um, let's go ahead, turn to page 4. Page 4, the fossil record. Anybody want to go ahead and read? Go ahead.
About 125 million years ago, this mosquito.
I'm sorry, start with the title.
The fossil record. About 125 million years ago, this mosquito got stuck in sticky tree snap. Over time, the snap hardened around the insect, forming in
Amber, forming amber.
which preserves the mosquito body.
Keep going.
By the end of this lesson, you will be able to explain how fossils data can be used to provide evidence of the history of life on Earth.
Okay, page 5. A
How can you
little bit louder for me, okay?
how can you explain it? How can you find fossils help us learn about a whale who lived 4 million years ago?
All right. This model shows what the whale Atrox may have looked like when it was alive. The model is based on the data collected from its fossils, these such as these from Whale Valley in Egypt. All right, so for number 1 and number 2. Number 1, what observations and inferences from the fossils might have been used to build the computer model. So, what are we looking at in the picture? I want you to go ahead and observe and write down your answer. What do you see that they might have used to build a computer model? And two, what's the difference between what you see in the computer model and the fossil? Okay? Take about a minute and a half, a minute to do so. And if y'all want to see a video instead of just a picture in the book. Extinct animal. And remember, this is just your opinion. It's just your opinion. Excuse me. It's a whale. Where's the whale from?
Ocean. The ocean.
Mm-mm. What does it say in the context? Where's the whale from?
The Valley and Author.
Where?
The Whale Valley in Egypt.
Whale Valley in Egypt. Okay. All right, let's check it out. So the question was, what observations and inferences from the fossils might have been used to build the computer mode? So anybody want to tell me what they saw?
I saw bones.
You saw bones. Anybody else?
I saw the rib cages.
Rib cages.
I saw the spinal cord.
You saw a spinal cord. Teeth. Fins. Its mouth. So these are all important things that were used to make the computer model. What you got?
And so basically, is everything in the first picture basically in the second picture?
Somewhat, but that's what's gonna get us to question number two. So question number two: what similarities and differences do you observe between the fossil remains and the computer model of the whale? So since you asked, what do you see that's different? What do you see that's the same?
That the whale is not bones, but I don't know how to explain it. But the whale is not bones, but
So those bones are called what? Those bones are called what? Fossils. And fossils are what? Are they old? So that means that's what's
so these are old bones.
and that's what's
The whale.
when it's that's all that's left.
Yeah.
So that's all that's left. That's all that's left of the organism. Go ahead.
You can also see that in the photo of the fossils that the whale has not decayed yet.
So you see that the bones did not decay yet. Okay.
one is real, one is not. One has the skin on here and one don't have skin.
So so you got the skin, you got the bones, you got everything that makes a what? What are we called? We call it an organism. So one is a complete and one is or not. Or what's left, or what's the remains.
For the polarities, I think a whale's bones would be a lot more bigger than that one.
Okay. So do me a favor. What's a fossil? Wait. What I want you to do is take about 30 seconds and think about what a fossil is. What do you think a fossil is? It don't have to be a perfect definition. Just tell me what do you think a fossil is, or what have you known about a fossil? Have you seen a fossil before? Have you heard about it? Take about 30 seconds to think about it, okay? No, not sure. Just think about what you think about a fossil. All right. Take another 20 seconds. Turn to your partner next to you. Talk about what you think a fossil is, or what background knowledge that you already know about a fossil. Are fossils only bone?
No.
Are there only one type of fossil?
No. I think fossil is bones from a long past animal.
Excuse me.
That's right.
All right, so let's bring it in, everybody. Turn to page 6. Anybody want to tell me what they know about fossils? Go ahead.
Fossils are bones from a long past animal.
Bones from a long past animal.
Fossils are a decomposed animal.
A decomposed animal. I like that.
Fossils are remains of an animal that is no longer alive.
Okay, remains of an animal that's no longer alive. Go ahead, go to page 6 for me. Anybody want to read the first paragraph?
We know a lot about the history of life on Earth from studying fossils. Fossils are the remains or trace one of one's living organisms.
So what are fossils, everybody? A once living organism. So is it just limited to animals?
No.
Because animals, are they the only type of organism?
No.
What other type of organisms do we have?
Dogs,
Humans, dogs, those are all animals. Give me something that's not an animal.
Mice,
What kind of plants?
flytraps,
Venus flytraps. What else? Sunflowers. Who? Roses. All right, keep going for me.
Fossils from when specific
Conditions.
conditions occur that preserve an organism's remains. In most cases, an organism's remains are eaten,
Scattered.
scattered,
Dissolved.
by water, or decomposed before they can be preserved.
So in short, fossils are the remains of traces of once living organisms, okay? All right?